Hello YouTube pipe community, this is Smarty Bob here in central Indiana where the snow's melted. It's warmed up today a little bit. It's in the upper 50s, maybe 60. In this video today I'm going to share with fellow YouTube pipe community presenter Clay S. And he does a lot of good pipe reviews, tobacco reviews. Sorry for the shaky camera, the wind's blowing. But today I'm going to do a factory smokes. This is from the Drew Estate, people. And it's a Churchill Sweet. I love the Drew Estate acid cigars. The only problem of it is in my local brick and mortar store, they started at about $19 a stick. By the way, this stick is 7 inches long. I don't know what the ring gauge is. Maybe it's 40, 45, something like that. But they also have these Drew Estate factory smokes there. I paid $3.50 for this. I would pay $21, $22 if I bought the equivalent in a regular acid. So quite a bit of difference. I'm going to, everything's traditional about it. The foot. We're going to put it here and we're going to do some clipping. Check our draw. You can already taste the sweetness in this cigar just in checking your draw. Who knows where that cap went? I'll find it. I'm not good at lighting these cigars yet. I doubt if I've smoked 20, 25 cigars now. I do enjoy the cigar leaf in pipe tobacco. I love these Zippo torch lighters. They work about half the time. Looks like it got a pretty good light. The Drew Estate cigars, the acids and these here, which is kind of a acid, but it's a factory second. They're real sweet when you first initially light them up. But once it gets down to about a third to a half, sweetness goes away and then you start getting more of a purity of the tobacco. I love the taste of a good cigar too. I think the pipe has a place, but a cigar has a place too. A cigar this length is going to give you a long smoke. I imagine I'll be, I'll shut this off and go back to you, but I imagine I'll be here probably 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So those people that would enjoy a cigar now and then but can't see paying $25 for one, boy, the Drew Estate factory smokes is great. Now I've had two, this is my third one. I've had two of them before. The first one I got, I was at my brick and mortar store. They got a smoking bar there and I went in the smoking bar And I asked the guy, I said, what's the difference between the regular one and the factory seconds? Of course, they label them factory smokes. And he says, well, light it up and you'll see. What I found out is the burn wasn't the same. The cigar did not seem packed as well as the regular acid cigars. Retrohale is wonderful. So I thought at the time, well, I could see why they call them seconds if you're sitting here all the time having to clean up the burn and all that stuff. And I went on ahead and smoked that cigar and enjoyed the taste of it, but it was kind of a pain keeping it puffing right. I went back a couple days later and bought a couple more. In fact, this is the one of the two. Smoked the other one yesterday, and it smoked perfect. You would have thought it was a regular, not a factory second. This in here so far got a clean burn to it, except right there. Now, I don't know whether that's because they don't get that leaf right or what, but I'll go on ahead and smoke this and adjust that up, and maybe that'll go away and maybe it won't. So this is far enough. I'll be back in a minute. Well, I'm back. It's been about 15 minutes. And you can see the ash kind of cleared itself out. A little bit of a divot there, but other than that, it's all right. Sorry for the wind blowing the camera again. Some of the guys that smoke these cigars, they wait till the cigar itself gets down before they take off the band. I'm going to go on ahead and take off this band early. I don't like the ash and the heat and everything to get so far down that then you have a hard time getting your band off. The sweetness, the acid sweetness has now left this cigar. I'm down to, I get a little bit of a pepperish, a little bit of leatherish, although I'm not sure what leatherish means. I don't chew on much leather. If I had to describe it, say in a pipe tobacco, I'd say like a burley, maybe a burley with some perique, maybe some perique and latakia. But it's definitely less sweet and more spicy, which is good. I wouldn't want that sweet rush that you get right away. So, well, I'm gonna shut this off now. I'm sitting out in my garage. I got a heater on. I'm gonna show you my heater that I use for heat. A couple people have asked what do I put out in my garage so I can sit out here when it's 0 degrees out or 10 degrees out and smoke. And I show them I got a patio heater that I got off of Amazon. It's one of these heaters that's made to go outside on a patio where people sit out in the open and still need a little bit of heat. So, well, I'll see you back in a few minutes. Well, this is Smarty Bob, and I'm finishing up my factory smoked Drew cigar. You can see I'm down to the last third. All the sweetness has went away. Now you're just getting the pure tobacco taste, a little bit leather, a little bit peppery. I find they get a little stronger as they go down. I'm not a good cigar smoker as far as the aficionados are concerned. A lot of times I'll get it down a little bit more like this and I'll stick it in my pipe and finish it. And actually, that's a pretty good smoke. Well, I did have some issues this time with it burning, like I did my first one. Like I say, I bought 3 of them. The second one I bought burned perfect, just couldn't ask for any better. So I do and see and understand why they're called seconds. But that's no big deal. And the price by far is worth it. These are a lot better deal, price-wise. Well, I'm gonna go now. I'll probably smoke this another 5-10 minutes and maybe stick it in my pipe. At the end of this VR, I'm gonna show Clay the heater I'm using out here. Other than that, yesterday was a memory. Tomorrow's a promise. You have a good day. Boy, when you get old, your mind plays so many tricks on you. If you haven't clicked off by now, I'll share this with you. I don't have Alzheimer's. I really don't have dementia, other than when you get old, your mind does come and go. I'm sitting here doing this video, fired up the cigar, smoked it, shut off the video. I had gotten a phone call earlier. I didn't answer it, so I thought, well, while I smoke this cigarette, I'll answer that phone call. So I start looking around for this phone. Where's this phone? I just had the phone. I'm looking everywhere. I can't find the phone. I finally get up and move this tripod with the phone on it so I can search for my phone. I hope you have as much fun viewing these videos as I do making them. You have a good day.
I'm a locomotive fireman. The interdependence of labor would at once constitute.
Still enjoying the last inch and a half. Still smoking great. I'm not going to put it out until my lips get too hot or the taste goes away, but it's still a wonderful taste.
By all the plutocrats that ever cursed the earth. Deb spent his life trying to bring